everyone, welcome. As you know, my name is Kyle, the assistant golf professional here at the quarry. Today we're going to be working on wedges. It's going to be a little harder today because of the fact that it is so windy. So I'm going to have you guys stay back there just so the camera can hear me, okay? First off, we're going to talk about your gaps between your wedges here. Okay, as you can see mine, I have a 50 pitching wedge, 54 and a 58. See that? Yeah. See that right here? Pitching wedge 50, 54, 58. Now the reason why I have these gaps of 4 degrees and they're all equally gapped for distance control. Okay? So my 58 I usually hit at around 100 yards. My next club I hit about 115. The next club I hit about 125, the other one I hit about 130. So each degree, every 3 degrees, it changes about 10 yards for me. You want to make sure you have a good base of how many wedges you have and which gaps you have. I see a lot of people that have an approach wedge and they'll have a gap wedge. And one will be 50 degree and one will be 51. And I don't think they'll make the biggest difference, but they're actually hitting it the exact same. Okay? So one thing that we have over here is we have these noodles that we have set up here at 20 yards, 30, 40, and 50 yards away, okay? What we're going to be working on today is just trying to get our motion and see which club goes, you know, what distance if we were able to make this swing. Let's say here I have a gap wedge, okay? When I make the swing here, everyone put a grip, square, okay? You see the grip? It's good? Good? It's a little strong. I'll turn it over just a little bit. There you go, just like that. Okay, that's good. Okay, when we have this, we're going to have light pressure as well. In our first few swings we're going to have here, we're just going to take the club and have our club head go from our knee height, knee to knee. Alright, that's going to be our first step that we're going to do. Like I said, we're going to go from knee to knee, and we'll see how far that goes. And with this gap wedge, I have a 50 degree. Okay, let's see how far it goes. Step up here, take a practice swing, and I go knee to knee. For me, that goes about 20 yards. Okay? We'll be able to deter that, so if I have a 50 degree, it goes from knee to knee, goes to about 20 yards, alright? I'll take that same swing and have a pitching wedge. Alright, if I have a pitching wedge, if I have that same motion, alright, let's practice here. Knee to knee, yep. Knee to knee. Alright, let's see you guys do it. Yep, knee to knee. Right, now if I have a pitching wedge, I do that same motion. Knee to knee. That goes about 30 yards. Just right there in that motion. So from a gap wedge perspective, we go from knee to knee. It goes about 20 yards. If we go knee to knee with our pitching wedge, it goes about 30. Now if we were able to go from knee to knee, we'll go now here, we'll take it back and we'll go from hip to hip. And we'll see our distance. So like I said, I have a pitching wedge. If I swing from hip to hip, make this swing, hip to hip, that goes about 45 yards. Okay? Now if I was to have that same swing with my lob wedge or a 58 or 60 degree, and if I go swing that hip to hip motion, hip, hip, it lands a lot softer. And that probably went about a little over 30 yards, maybe. I caught that really well. I caught that right in the last 2 grooves here, so I went a little bit further. If I was to have that same motion, let's do that again. So we're going to practice. First we're going to go knee to knee to practice here, right? Then we'll go hip to hip. This one, hip to hip. Going a lot softer. Got underneath that one, okay? That one from hip to hip only went about 15 yards. So that's one thing we can concentrate on, is we'll hit all these different wedges. All we're working on is distance control. How far each one of our wedges goes, going from knee to knee, hip to hip, and then shoulder to shoulder. Alright guys, I have some stations here set up for you. We're going to be hitting this down range. We have the green noodle is going to be 20 yards. Yellow noodle is going to be 30. Alright, we have the blue that's going to be 40. And we're going to have the pink that's going to be 50. And the net is right around 55, 60 yards. Okay, so that's what we're going to be trying to work on here. Is we're just trying to get comfortable with our distances with our wedges. And some of you, I know you only have 3, you have 4, you have 3, and you have 4. It's just the characteristics and the makeup of your golf bag and what you ever feel comfortable with. Alright, that's something that we're really going to work on. So let's just try to focus on working, having a good momentum, good timing, good rhythm. 1, 2, from our knee to our hip, all the way up to our shoulders, okay? We're going to be hitting it down range. Well, if I do one more here for you. So, like I said, if I was to go, let's say, hip to hip. Hip, hip. That goes pretty far, right? Where'd that go? Yeah, we'll pass the blue. Which is what? It's 40 yards. So, if I was that same swing and I had the 58, hip to hip. A little higher here. Let's try one more. Hip to hip. See, that only goes about 20 yards. So we can differentiate and try to find which yardage works best for you. We can practice those distances, and then we can take them out on the golf course, okay? So we'll get in the stations, we'll hit, and then we'll go from there.